American politics can be compared to a pendulum swing. Imagine a free pendulum, it swings left and it swings right, passing each time by a central point. But what if the pendulum was controlled by a hidden magic motor? And what if that motor has been getting more powerful and faster with every passing decade? What if the American political pendulum doesn't just lack a stable center? What if its swings are getting more extreme and more violent because of the speed of its communication? What if Americans have gone from the slow, deliberate movement of a grandfather clock to the frantic, chaotic buzz of a digital stopwatch? The scholarly foundation and the founding principle. To understand this phenomenon, we can look to the work of historians like Arthur M. Schlesinger Sr. and his son Arthur M. Schlesinger Jr., who wrote extensively about these cycles. They described the American political system as a repeating alternation between liberalism and conservatism. This swing, they argued, is a natural consequence of the political and social tensions inherent to the American project. The two poles were born from the very tension of the nation's founding. Back then, the information moved at the speed of a horse-drawn carriage. A letter from a political leader in Boston took weeks to reach a citizen in Virginia. Political ideas spread slowly, giving people time to consider, debate, and find a compromise. The pendulum moved, but it moved with a natural, measured pace. The pendulum in motion, milestones and media. As the country grew, so did the speed of its communication, and so did the violence of the swings. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, it was the age of the printed paper. Yellow journalism, sensational headlines, and partisan newspapers amplified political divides, helping to fuel dramatic swings. Issues of national identity became fiercely debated. For decades, America's foreign policy swung between a light upon a hill, the idea of being a shining example to the world, and a more aggressive unilateral approach. This wasn't a stable position, it was a constant argument over America's place in the world. Then came the radio and later television. Suddenly, a single voice could reach millions of people instantly. The liberal reforms of the 1960s were broadcast lifetime into American living rooms, creating a national consensus, but also a national divide. An issue like immigration is a perfect example. After a long conservative period of strict quotas, a more liberal swing in 1965 opened the doors to a more diverse America. This was a direct reaction to the previous era, but it created its own backlash that is still visible today. Similarly, the issue of gun rights saw a major swing. After a long period of limited federal regulation, the Gun Control Act of 1968, a liberal swing, was a reaction to the assassination of key civil rights leaders. But that act set in motion a powerful decades-long conservative swing in favor of individual gun ownership. The pendulum was now moving faster with more energy. The present moment, the digital acceleration. But all of that pales in comparison to the speed of the internet. The pendulum swings aren't just about a slow push and pull anymore. They are happening in real time, accelerated by digital echo chambers. The pendulum swings wildly on gun control, on immigration, on America's role in the world. The speed of communication is a major driver. A political message that once took weeks to travel now goes viral in seconds. This is why a figure like Trump isn't just a symptom of a swing, but the perfect product of a digital age where the pendulum motion is now in hyperspeed. It's a society that can't find its footing, a system in a state of perpetual frantic motion. The conclusion, the search for a break. The pendulum is swinging wildly, and the speed of our communication is a major driver. So the question isn't just about finding a stable center, but about whether Americans can find a way to slow the pendulum down. Can they build a media ecosystem that encourages deliberation and understanding, rather than outrage and division? Or is the American nation destined to be a victim of a pendulum that has gone completely out of control?
وهذا اللي يغلب يجوز خليه